Happy Halloween, everybody! If you're watching this and it's not Halloween, you're from the future. What's it like? Are there flying cars? Did we stop world hunger? Did the taxes go down? Am I watching this in the future? Am I embarrassed? Okay, let's get into it. DoctorAche reviews Shaun of the Dead, the first in the Cornetto trilogy, for those of you who didn't know. One sentence review. This movie is fun. Not a single shot is wasted, and the directing and editing is tremendous. The characters are believable, the performances are outstanding. It's great sound. I was never bored or confused. So many Easter eggs also. Great time watching. Writing. Yay or nay? Yay! They took the zombie movie genre and the template and spun it into a romantic zombie comedy. The whole story is in constant motion, and even the most mundane tasks, like going to the bathroom or brushing your teeth, are written and shot to be epic. Great writing. Beginning. Yay or nay? Yay. Great camera movement. It keeps showing different characters you didn't know were there, so great camera movement. And the dialogue is amazing. It explains Shaun's relationships and character flaws while still feeling supernatural. And it great intro into the characters and direction. Ending. Yay or nay? Yay! Just as Shaun and Liz are about to fight to the end, the military shows up and, saves the day. And then we flash forward about 6 months, and we get the most hysterical depiction of what zombies in the real world would become once the crisis was contained, halted, whatever. Great resolution to relationships as well. You get to see like the Shaun-Liz thing after everything worked out. Characters, yay or nay? Yay! All of them felt real. Very well written, very well performed. Everyone had specific motivations that aligned with them and their specific characters and character flaws. Great characters. Performances, yay. Excellent performances. The actors all killed these roles. They were exceptionally believable. The arguments especially were incredibly genuine. Even the extras who were playing zombies were really good. Like, great, amazing acting in this movie. Timing. Yay or nay? Yay. The pacing was amazing. It was fast enough to keep you engaged, but slow enough to where you could follow exactly what and why everything was going on. What was going on and why it was going on. Sound, yay or nay? Yay. Great sound. There's a few times when sound effects were a little noticeable. For example, at the very beginning, when Shaun and Liz are talking, Shaun at the bar, Shaun's eating peanuts, and the crunching is super noticeable and it's like blaring, but I think it was intentional for comedic effect, so I'm not gonna take points away for that. It was actually funny. Score, yay or nay? Yay. The score really helped set each mood for each scene. It had the zombie apocalypse tone with like a hint of lightheartedness, which was exactly what the movie was going for. Visuals, yay or nay? Nay. The gore wasn't completely believable. It wasn't bad enough to hurt the movie. In any way, it just wasn't good enough to award points for, if that makes sense. Believability, yay or nay? yay. As far as zombie movies go, this is probably the most accurate to reality. That's a statement I never thought I would ever say. Relatability, yay or nay? Yay. As far as the relationships go, it is super believable. The performances and the writing really sells this movie. Editing, yay or nay? Yay 1,000 times. Oh my god, every cut was done with a purpose. During a few action scenes, it felt like there was too much of the quick cuts and zooms, but those were far and few between. The rest of the movie, the rest of the editing was tremendous. One great example is when they're in the bar towards the end of the movie, and they finally get into the bar. The barman is a zombie, and he's trying to kill them. So Shaun, Liz, and Ed grab pool sticks, and they start beating the barman zombie to the exact beat of the Queen song playing on the jukebox. It was amazing. Another really great edit is it happens 2 or 3 times when Shaun is getting ready for work or to get ready to go to the store or whatever he's doing, and all he's doing is going to the bathroom, or all he's doing is brushing his teeth, but it's done quick and the score is great and it feels epic. It's awesome. Great editing. Antagonist, yay or nay? Yay. Zombies were great, and the character disputes caused really, really good conflict. Really great. Twist, yay or nay? Nay. There was no twist, but this movie didn't need a twist. The closest thing we had, I guess, would be that the mother got bit, and then, she turned into a zombie. But that's not really it. I mean, I guess it's a twist, but I don't know. Moving on. Cry, yay or nay? Nay. I did not cry. But there is one scene that I could actually see people getting choked up about. And the scene I'm talking about is when the stepfather, Shaun's stepfather, is professing his love and telling him he's sorry for the way he acted. And he was just trying to be a good dad and a role model, and then he dies. It's pretty touching, actually. I could see how some people could get choked up from that scene. Message, yay or nay? Yay. The message is not crammed down your throat. Basically, the message is about change and keeping promises / being dependable. Yay on the message. Impact, yay or nay? Nay. This movie isn't meant to make you view the world differently. It's just a fun movie. Production value, yay or nay? Yay. The movie did not feel cheap. It didn't feel like it had unlimited funds, and it didn't. The budget for this movie was only $6 million, which is nothing. And the movie didn't feel cheap. It was great. Like I said before, the special effects were a little wanky, but it didn't feel cheap. One scene with bad special effects was when Shaun and Ed first meet the zombie girl. When they first meet a zombie, it's the girl in their backyard. She falls, or Shaun pushes her, and she falls onto a pole, and it cuts her right in her stomach. And then she gets up, and there's a hole in her stomach, and it just doesn't look all that great. But then there's scenes like towards the end when Philip gets torn apart and eaten, where when they're eating his insides, it looks so real. So, it's good production value. Didn't feel cheap. Just a few times where the special effects were kind of eh. Overall enjoyability. Yay. Incredibly enjoyable from start to finish. Great movie. Rewatchability / recommendability. Yay or nay? Yay. This movie has so many Easter eggs that it makes you want to rewatch it over and over and over again. And it is a definite recommend to everyone. Even if you don't like zombie movies, even if you don't like scary movies, you need to give this one a try, please. It is great. Pros and cons. Pros. This is long. Throughout the entire first act, there are so many great zombie fake-outs. For example, when you first meet Shaun, or no, not when he first wakes up after going to the bar, he's hungover. He is like walking like a zombie, and then it shows his shadow and it creeps up to him, and he's just yawning. It's like, haha, that's funny. And so many times this happens where there's a guy and he's and then he's like, hey, are you okay? And he's like, leave me alone. And he's not a zombie. So many times this happens, and it's just hysterical every single time. It's great. So many fake outs. And I think there are two separate scenes when Shaun is just flipping through the channels. This is another great pro. I love this. Flipping through the channels, and in each channel, there's the news channel, there's a Nat Geo channel, and there's all these other channels, and the speeches, what they're saying in each channel syncs up to basically say, hey, there are zombies and people are getting torn apart and there's a disease and all that. But because he's flipping channels, it doesn't click to him. It's alluding to the fact that what's happening, and Shaun at this point doesn't know, so it's just really, really great. Another thing I loved, when they're driving, they get in the car and they're driving to go get Shaun's mom. They run a guy over by accident, and Shaun is like, oh my god, we need to make sure, we need to see if he was a zombie or not. And so they go in reverse and they look, and then it's a zombie, and he's like, Argh! And Shaun's like, oh, thank God for that. And he drives away, and it is so funny. Oh, he was so worried that he killed a guy, and it was awesome. All of the dialogue, the arguments especially, are so great. They're so realistic and believable. Another thing I loved, in the very beginning, the first scene, Shaun and Liz are talking about their relationship in the bar, and Liz says exacerbate, and Shaun's like, what does that mean? And she explains it to him. And then later on in the movie, Shaun, when talking to her, uses exacerbate, properly. It's just, I like that. It was just a little thing. Another thing is, after Mom is bit, and you don't know she was bit, but after Mom is bit, you could tell that she's constantly distracted and not really paying attention. Her mind is elsewhere, and she's always holding her wrist. So if anybody was looking out for it, they could totally catch on that she got bit. That's why I said it was kind of a twist, not really, because you can tell. But either way, it's great. One of my favorite parts of this movie, at the end, after they're saved by the army, it fast forwards to 6 months later, and Shaun is flipping through all these channels, and you get the funniest little skits of what it would be like if we avoided, if we contained the zombie epidemic. What would happen to the zombies? There's this one chick on a Maury type show, or a Jerry Springer, who's who's still with her husband even though he's a zombie. There's one where it's Wipeout, where the zombies are trying to get to raw meat, and it's just hysterical. They're talking about it on the news. It's great. I freaking love it. Cons. Very few cons for me in this movie. The special effects are a con. I already said that though, but some of the special effects are great, so it's really okay. A few scenes, not that many, but a couple of the action scenes, there's just too many quick cuts and zooms, and it doesn't happen often, but a couple times. This is one con. It's more of a nitpick than anything. When the group gets to the bar and they can't get in, and they're pretending to be zombies, They can't get in. All the zombies are paying attention. And Shaun, has that argument with Ed. And all the zombies are looking at them, and they know that they're not zombies now. So then Shaun just gets all their attention somehow, and then just runs straight through the crowd, and they all chase him. First of all, I don't understand how he got every zombie's attention, and how did he get through the entire crowd without one of them grabbing him or biting him or something. It's a nitpick. It doesn't ruin the movie or the scene or anything. It's just, I had to mention it because it's a con. Final thoughts. Amazing movie. I loved it. I've loved every single Edgar Wright movie I've seen so far. I watched Baby Driver more times in such a small period of time than I think I've watched any other movie. And that's saying a lot, because I used to literally, when I was a kid, just play a movie, watch it, rewind it, watch it again, rewind it, watch it again. I used to do this with Jurassic Park, with The Mummy, Finding Nemo, Lion King. I would do this all the time when I was a kid, and I think I've watched Baby Driver more times in such a short period of time than I've watched any other movie, and that's saying a lot. Back to this movie, though. This is the definition of a fun movie. It is entertaining from start to finish. There are so many things I loved about this movie that I didn't get to mention, just because this movie or this video would be, I'd be here until the new year if I mentioned everything. But a couple of the things I will mention, just a couple more, is when Shaun and Ed first encounter the zombie in the backyard. The whole scene is great. They think she's drunk, and then she pushes Shaun to the ground and is trying to bite him, and Ed goes and gets his camera, and he goes to take a picture, and the girl just turns her head, take the picture, and they start throwing albums at the guys, and they're going through picking which ones. It's just it's great. I love it. Another thing that's really nice, I liked it, was Shaun meets up with one of his old friends, a female friend, not an ex-girlfriend or anything, but a female friend, and they meet before the zombie apocalypse thing starts actually happening, and he's talking to her about just relationship stuff, and then they meet again when when Shaun's trying to get to the bar with the group, and they meet again, and there's literally exact duplicates of all the people in his crew. It's great. It's great. I love it. Okay, so score from 1 to 10. 7. 7 out of 10. Great movie. This concludes my review of Shaun of the Dead. Happy Halloween to all of you out there who are watching on Halloween and not in the future with their flying cars and their low taxes. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you have any suggestions for future reviews, please let me know those as well. Thanks for watching. Feel free to share this video, and I hope you enjoy. Bye!